Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about balancing a chemical equation. If a chemical equation is not balanced, then it is called skeletal chemical equation. Now, the question is that why is it needed to balance a chemical equation, and what is balanced chemical equation? So, students, you recall the law of conservation of mass, that mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. That is, the total mass of elements present in the products of chemical reaction must be equal to the total mass of elements present in the reactants. That is, the total number of atoms of each element remain the same before and after the chemical reaction. That is, the total number of atoms of element in the reactant side must be equal to the total number of atoms and element in the product side, and that is why we should write a balanced chemical equation. That means the total number of atoms of elements in the reactant side must be equal to the total number of atoms of elements in the product sides. Now we will learn balancing a chemical equation with some examples. So here take some examples to learn how to balance a chemical equation. So first, say hydrogen react with oxygen to give H2O. Now in this chemical equation you see the number of atom of hydrogen or hydrogen atom in the reactant side, that is 2, and number of hydrogen atom in the product side, that is also 2. But the number of oxygen atom in the reactant side, that is 2, and number of oxygen atom in the product side, that is 1. So that means we must equal the number of oxygen atom in both reactants and the product sides. So for that purpose, what we can do? We will do the balance. You remember that we do the balance by trial and error method. So here the number of atom in oxygen atom in the reactant side, that is 2. So to make it equal in the product side, we can multiply it by 2. That means that 2 we have to write it as a prefix here. So whenever we write this 2 as a prefix, now it indicates that 2 oxygen atom, but by the time hydrogen atom becomes 4, 2 2s are 4, whereas in the left hand side, that means in the reactant side, that is 2. So we must increase this number to 4. That means we can, or we have to multiply it also by 2. That means 2 2s are 4. So now in this equation you see the hydrogen atom in the reactant side, that is 2 2s are 4. In the right hand side, that means the product side, that is also 4. And oxygen atom in the reactant side, that is 2, and oxygen atom in the product side, that is also 2. That means now it is a balanced chemical equation. We will take another example. Say iron, if you allow it to react with water, then it gives us mixed oxide. Mixed oxide, that is Fe3O4. Now why it is called mixed oxide? That is actually ferrous and ferric oxide. Ferrous means FeO, ferrous oxide means that is your FeO, and ferric oxide means that is your Fe2O3. So whenever iron react with water, both the ferrous and ferric is formed. That means the mixture of ferrous and ferric is there. So if you see the ratio of the iron atom and oxygen atom there, that will be 3:4. So that's why it is called a mixed oxide, mix of the ferrous oxide and ferric oxide. So the formula is written it as a Fe3O4. Now we will see the number of atom in both the side, reactant side and the product side. So in case of the iron, you see that in the reactant side it is a 1 atom, whereas in case of the product it is a 3 atom. In case of the oxygen, in the product side it is a 4 atom, whereas in the reactant side it is a 1 atom only. That means it is not a balance. So now we have to balance. So in this case, one thing you remember, you first try to balance that atom whose number is maximum there. Now if you see here that in case of the oxygen 4 number of atoms are there in the product side, in case of iron 3 number of atoms are there in the product side. So that means first we should balance it, balance oxygen atom first. That means to make the oxygen atom 4 in the left hand side, we have to multiply it by 4. So now in this way, that in the reactant side it is a 4 oxygen atom, in the product side it is again 4 oxygen atom, but by the time the hydrogen atom in the left hand side, means in the reactant side, it becomes 8. That means in the right hand side it is 2. That means we have to make it 8. So we have to multiply it by the 4 again. So 4 to the 8, that means 8 hydrogen atom in the right hand side, 8 hydrogen atom in the left hand side, oxygen atom, that is a 4 oxygen atom in the left hand side, 4 oxygen atom in the left hand side. Now iron atom in the right hand side, that is a 3, so we must make it 3. That means we have to multiply it by 3. Now it is a balanced chemical equation, you see. Similarly, we will take another more example. Suppose the burning of methane. This is the methane gas. If you burn, then it will give you carbon dioxide and water. Now in this case also you see that carbon atom in the reactant side, that is a 1, and carbon atom in the right hand side, means in the product side, that is also 1, so that is balanced. Oxygen atom in the left hand side, that is 2, but oxygen atom in the right hand side, 2 plus 1, so as a whole it is a 3. That means it is not a balance, so we have to make it balanced. Now hydrogen atom, if you see here, it is the 4, here it is 2. So first we will do the balanced hydrogen atom because its number is maximum. That means we multiplied it by 2, so 2 to the 4, that means 4 hydrogen atom, here also 4 hydrogen atom. By the time 2 oxygen atom plus 2 oxygen atom, 4 oxygen atom in the right hand side. Similarly in the left hand side it is 2, so we multiplied it by 2, that means 4 oxygen atom. So now you see that 1 carbon atom in the left hand side, 1 carbon atom in the right hand side, 4 hydrogen atom in the left hand side, 4 hydrogen atom in the right hand side, 4 oxygen atom in the left hand side, 2 plus 2, 4 oxygen atom in the right hand side. That means this is balance. Then we will take another more example, say calcium hydroxide. If you allow it to react with carbon dioxide, it gives you calcium carbonate plus water. Now here you see in the left hand side calcium atom 1, in the right hand side calcium atom 1. So here oxygen atom in the left hand side 2 plus 2, that is 4. In the right hand side oxygen atom 3 plus 1, that is again 4. In the left hand side hydrogen atom, that is 2. In the right hand side that hydrogen atom is 2. That means it is already balanced, so it is a balanced chemical equation, nothing to do here. Now we will take another example, number 5. So that is say carbon dioxide plus water, no, carbon dioxide, yes, carbon dioxide plus water, it gives you glucose. Carbon dioxide plus water, it gives you glucose C6H12O6 plus oxygen. Now we have to balance it here. Now you see here, in the left hand side 1 carbon atom, in the right hand side 6 carbon atom. In the left hand side 2 hydrogen atom, in the right hand side 12 hydrogen atom. In the left hand side 1 plus 2 3 oxygen atom, in the right hand side 6 plus 2 8 oxygen atom. Now in this case also, to balance it, first we will try to balance that atom whose number is maximum. You see that maximum number of hydrogen atom is there. The number of hydrogen atom is 12 here. That is the maximum. So we will try to balance first the hydrogen. So here 12 hydrogen. So to make it 12, we have to multiply it by 6. That means 6 we will write it as a prefix here. So 6 to the 12 hydrogen atom. In the right hand side also 12 hydrogen atom. Then if you see that carbon, here it is 1, in the right hand side 6, so you make it 6. So whenever you make the carbon 6, both the side, By the time oxygen atom, you see that 6 2s are 12 plus 6, 18 oxygen atom in the left hand side, whereas in the right hand side 6 plus 2 8. That means we have to make it 18. So if you multiplied it by 6, again 6 2s are 12 plus 6, so 18 oxygen atom in the right hand side. Now in both the side it is balanced. So this way we are to balance. So dear students, you see more examples given in your exercise or from that reference book. You try yourself, you practice to do more. So if you are unable to do, then you contact with me or you send it through the personal WhatsApp. I will again try to make you understand. So thank you for today. Thank you.